What's going on? What is going on? Welcome to CEO Lifestyle, episode 9 with Smooth Blaze. Now, but before we get into any major points for this week, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all so you will not miss one single video. Now, a couple weeks ago, the topic we discussed was the idea of sacrifice. The sacrifice is necessary in order to get to point A to point B in your business, personal, and being able to advance just in life in general. Now, the point or the topic for this week deals with the removal of users. We use the word users, you can use other terms as well, but when you think about users, that affects your personal, your private, and professional life. So all these aspects have people that use people and abuse people, right? Another word you can use is leeches. And when I looked up the definition of user/leeches, what it came to me was the idea of a person or thing who clings to others for personal gain, consistently draining resources, energy, emotions, and without giving anything back. So think about a person that you've done a lot for or looked out for, and all they do is take instead of giving. Big example. Now, we have to be able to identify users so we can navigate through this space, right? So the first thing we have to do is identify the 8 types of emotional users/leeches and how to deal with them. This gonna hurt, but it's gonna be real. Number 1, deals with venters. When people are always getting off the things that they're frustrated with, right? It's a good thing to get it off your chest, but sometimes it soaks up all the positive energy you're giving because they don't know what you're going through. You can be going through 10 times more, but you're allowing them a space to give off that energy. Another one could be a borrower. Somebody that is struggling. Okay, I'm gonna send you $20. I'm sending you $100. I'm sending you this. After a while, you're looking like, okay, I let you borrow this money. It's been 2 months, 3 months. That drains your energy in your pockets. Number 2, the gossiper. Somebody that always give off negative energy when it comes to something. Talking about somebody else's business, but their business is not in order. A liar. Somebody that will cry wolf and try to say, oh, he robbed me or he stole something from me. In actuality, ain't nothing happened. He just lost the money. Liars, drama queens or kings, whatever you want to call it. Those people love the energy of being in a situation where they have drama because they feed off the energy. It's draining. It's draining your positive energy and it also pouring into their negative. Meaning that when you deal with personal, private, and professional, as a CEO, you have to manage your relationships very well. So understand that. Another one be lover or leaver. The biggest thing is that the person that you're intertwined with will build up your kingdom or destroy it. So be cautious of this because the lover or leaver, whatever that has, it has an impact on your overall blueprint of what you're trying to do in life. When it comes to professional, when it comes to personal, those things matter. Problematic parent. We all have things in our childhood that we have dealt with and continue to deal with. So a problematic parent is a person that could drain the emotional energy from you and uses it and it drains you and kills everything inside you. You have to be able to identify these people so you know how to move through it. And lastly, the consistent competitor. I'm a very competitive person myself. When you're doing sports, you're doing this, that, and other, vocally everything else, I'm competitive. It's a good thing because I'm gonna give you my best, but sometimes it's a negative because it could drain somebody else's energy because it's not always a competition. It's just mainly showing what you can do. But sometimes that could be a hindrance. So these are the 8 emotional signs of users/leeches and what we can do in order to identify them. Next, let's be real. We identified the emotions, right? Next step is to identify how to remove users / leeches from your life. Let's get it in. You ready for this? It's time to transform and get those out, because as a CEO, you manage who comes in your life, you manage who goes out. Let's get it in. Number one, focus on their negatives. Look at the fact that what do they bring to the table? If it's always negative energy you come in with all the time, it's going to taint the positive. So eventually you're going to start being negative, or you need to push them aside. Once you identify it, you have to remove yourself. Number two, cut ties with them and all connections. Meaning, if you see a person's phone or somebody calling you, and you think to yourself, man, I don't feel like dealing with this person, don't answer, don't respond. Not only don't respond, remove any connections from that individual, because if you do not, they will continue to mess with your spirit. Number two, delete them from everything. When you're dealing with a user / leech, the biggest thing you have to understand is that you need to remove them from everything that's connected with you. You cannot stay some form of connection because it allows them to seep back in. Number four, trying to hang out where they do. When you understand that a person is a user, you have to navigate in a different space. Can you still enjoy things that you do? Yes. But you have to understand being connected to them is not going to make things better. So you have to move away from that. Throw away any reminders. If you have anything that is sentimental to you, that reminds you of that person, either good or bad and indifferent, get rid of it. Because if you don't, it's going to still harness something in you. Another thing you can do is having an emergency contact. When I think of emergency contact, accountability person, hey, just understand, you continue to deal with this. This is what this person done. Just remember what happened versus you going into tampering with that again. This is your emergency. This is your lifeline that's pulling you like, hey, don't do that. Replace them with better people. This is most essential thing you can do. Put people that are bringing positivity in, which will move the taintness away from it, right? Once you do that, fill your life, meaning find things that you want to do, things that you enjoy, things that bring you peace, brings you accomplishment. Focus on those things, because it's going to make the transition of elimination easier. Next, focus on yourself. At times, we can be so consumed with the users and what they do for us, or the energy that they give off, or just dealing with people that are not beneficial to us, that we forget who we are. Meaning that we forget about we got our own stuff we're dealing with. Meaning that I've been neglecting this, I've been neglecting that, not to get back to it. So focusing on self is very essential. And for number 10, let's be honest, get away for a bit. Sometimes this may be difficult. It could be financial, it could be limitations, vehicle, whatever. You have to find a way to move yourself so that you will be able to get a peace of mind, reset, recuperate yourself. If you don't do this, you will lose your mind. So we understand how to identify users, and we also know how to remove ourselves from them. So now that we understand all these major components, let's keep it 1,000. I have a few questions for you. Ask it to yourself. I ask this for myself as well. Do dealing with users or manipulators, do you deal with users or manipulators on a regular basis? Really look at your circle. Really look at the people that you're connected to. Are they users and manipulators? And do you interact with them all the time? You have to identify that first. Number 2, how does being connected to users affect you personally and professionally? When you look at your life, realize, am I producing good fruit, or is everything a struggle for me? Why? Sometimes it's the people that you're connected with. Finally, am I ready to remove users / leeches that do me no good? It's one thing To identify them, it's a harder thing to remove it. It's just like somebody is that you're used to having this weight on your shoulder, now it's lifted. Can you adjust to the lightness of it? It's going to be a hard transition, but it's necessary. So as we close, I would like to thank you for taking the time out to check out my channel. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, select all so you will not miss one single video. Now before we close, please keep this phrase with you and take it with you throughout your life. We cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with purpose. Welcome, and I am signing out to CEO Lifestyle. I love you. Check me out. I'll see you in a couple weeks.